What if I told you that the key to getting rich, truly wealthy, has almost nothing to do with money? Today, we are cracking open a book that's nearly 100 years old, but has been the secret blueprint for more millionaires than you can count. Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich.
And I'm not exaggerating. The influence of this thing is just staggering. We're talking over 100 million copies sold. Self-made millionaires and billionaires point to this book more than pretty much any other. Think about that for a second.
So, how? How does one single book do more for wealth creation than, say, an Ivy League business school? What is the secret that's hiding in plain sight in its pages? Well, let's find out. To really get the secret, you have to understand where it came from. Because this wasn't just one guy's opinion or some clever idea he had. No, this was the result of a massive, 2-decade-long investigation.
It all kicks off back in 1908. A young journalist, Napoleon Hill, gets the chance to interview Andrew Carnegie, who was, at the time, the richest man on the entire planet. And Carnegie basically throws down a challenge. He dares Hill to dedicate his life to figuring out the secrets of the world's most successful people and boil it all down into one single, powerful philosophy.
And incredibly, Hill says yes. So for the next 20 years, that's right, 20 years, he gets to interview over 500 of the biggest titans of the era. We're talking Henry Ford, Thomas Edison, John D. Rockefeller, the heavy hitters. Hill was hunting for the pattern, the common thread that connected all their insane achievements.
And what he finally uncovered was, well, it was kind of shocking. It wasn't what anyone expected. The big secret to their success wasn't their money. Most started with none. It wasn't their connections or their fancy degrees. It was something deeper, something way more fundamental, something that, turns out, is accessible to every single one of us. And right at the heart of Hill's big discovery is this one critical distinction. It's a subtle shift in thinking that separates the people who actually achieve things from those who just dream about them.
So, Hill's main point is that everything, and he means everything, starts with a thought, an idea. But, and this is a huge but, he's not talking about just any old fleeting thought you have in the shower. He means a very specific, very intense, emotionally supercharged way of thinking.
He gave it a name, a burning desire. And that word burning is so important. This is not just wanting something. This is an absolute, all-consuming obsession with a crystal-clear goal. It's a desire so powerful, it actually creates unwavering faith and the grit to push through anything.
Okay, let's put it this way, because the difference is night and day. A wish is totally passive. It's vague. It's saying, gosh, I'd like to be rich someday. You're just waiting for the world to give you something. But a burning desire? That's the total opposite. It's active, it's obsessive, it's laser-focused and specific. It's a declaration. I will have X amount of money by Y date. See the difference? It's about making it happen.
Now, this can still sound a little bit abstract, right?
So Hill gives us this incredible, true story of a guy who literally thought his way into a partnership with Thomas Edison.
Okay, so meet Edwin Barnes. He was just a young guy, but he had this one single, incredibly specific goal locked in his mind. He was absolutely determined to become the business partner of the great Thomas Edison.
Now here's the kicker. Barnes had nothing. Zero money, no powerful connections, no special experience. The only thing he had to his name was that one intangible but crazy powerful burning desire. So what does he do? He literally just shows up at Edison's laboratory and takes any menial job he can get, just to be in the room, to be in that orbit. And for years, he just does the work. He's patient. But the whole time, that goal, that desire to be Edison's partner, it never wavered, not for a second. It was just as intense as the day he got there.
And then, one day, the moment came. An opportunity popped up with a new invention that, honestly, nobody else really believed in. But because Barnes had been obsessed with his single goal for so long, his mind was primed. He was the only one who was mentally ready to see the opportunity and jump on it. He saw what everyone else missed. And bam, he got his partnership.
That story about Edwin Barnes, it's the perfect illustration of how this whole process works. So let's take everything from those 20 years of research and crystallize it into a simple, actionable game plan.
Now it's super important to get this straight.
Hill was not saying that you can just sit on your couch and think about being rich and it'll happen. No way. He was saying that the right kind of thinking, that burning desire, is what fuels the right kind of actions, and those actions get you the result. The sequence is everything. It starts with the thought, which you shape into a plan. Then you execute with relentless action, and that's what produces the result.
So, after studying 500 of the most successful people on Earth, Hill boiled his entire philosophy down to these 4 pillars. Number 1, clarity. You have to know exactly what you want, down to the last detail. 2, desire. You have to want it with that all-consuming fire. 3, plan. You got to build a real, definite plan to get it. And 4, maybe the hardest one, persistence. You execute that plan and you just refuse to quit, ever.
And really, it all comes down to this. This is Hill's most famous, most powerful idea, and it has inspired millions. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. That's the ultimate secret. If you can truly form a goal in your mind, define it, believe in it, and then pour that burning desire into it, you can make it real. The only limits, in the end, are the ones you set for yourself.